Os YouTube. This is just a fun little cut that I did from my streams. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on YouTube and on Twitch at twitch.tv/hotgoggles2. Don't ask what happened to the first one, but in my last stream, I went over the history of Shadow the Hedgehog, his characters, his games, his plotline, and even what we could possibly expect in the future. So I decided to make the ultimate Shadow the Hedgehog tier list at the end of that stream. This is basically the culmination of that. So like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the video, and if you also want to be a part of the streams, hop in if you feel like you can. So we're gonna rank Shadow as a character, right? Not like how, like, you know, he can be a little cool, he can be a little quirky, he can be a little funny, but basically it's gonna be my bias on what we think Shadow actually is. Chronicles, is that what it is? It's Chronicles? Thanks, Joe. Since he's Lancelot, he banged Amy because she's Lady of the Lake. Let me change this. Ultimate life form. They're pretty dialed in, right? Not the coolest. Alright, Faker, coolest, chaos control, ultimate life form, ultimate fraud. Alright, I think we got it. We got it. Alright, so SA2 Shadow, ultimate life form. Peak Shadow, the best that he's ever been. I'm a villain, and through the power of remembering my best friend in the world, I become good again. It's simple, right? Alright, so then we have Sonic Heroes, right? He's the coolest. Like, even though he doesn't remember anything, the Shadow in this game is, you know, he's pretty Shadow, he's pretty good. You know, cool city. Like, he respects his friends, he wants to beat the crap out of Sonic because he just hates him on sight even though he doesn't know who that is. He has the best line ever when entering Final Fortress. Feeling a little uneasy. Time to attack. It's great. Perfect. Let's see, Battle, ultimate life form, peak Shadow once again. What if Shadow didn't forget anything and he had self-doubt and hate in his heart, right? Perfect, okay. Let's see, Shadow from, okay, these are both, but it's like, you know what? I'm gonna let this represent evil and good in Shadow the Hedgehog. Evil Shadow the Hedgehog, ultimate fraud, he sucks. He's horrible. I cannot believe Shadow would act like that because we just had Sonic Heroes. Why wouldn't he listen to his friends? Like, friends, why wouldn't he listen to the people he fought a giant robot with? Good Shadow, he's in Faker. Because even being good, he's kind of annoying. pure good route Shadow. You've been the goodest boy. You can only get here by being the goodest boy. Stealing candy from a baby, fine by me. Like, really? Wait until it comes out. Like wait until you get to where you need to get, then steal it, alright? Alright, 06 overall, Faker tier. Because it's so vapid and shallow, and it's literally, it's him at his worst, but he can somehow in that video game he can get lower, so it's splitting the difference, right? That's 2-player Shadow. I don't care. Let's see, 06 Shadow. I really don't want to put him in coolest, but like, I guess like he's behind Hero Shadow because he's just a little dry, right? Like, he has all the things that make Shadow a good character. You know, like, don't be late, same to you, right? Like, he's fine. The story he's in is bland and nothing and repetitive, but as a character, he's okay. Just a little dry. What Shadow is this? I don't even... let's see, Sonic Rider Shadow, Chaos Control, those sunglasses go hard, he's good, he's sick. Oh yeah, that is just cutscene Shadow. That's weird, why is that? Whatever. Sonic X Shadow is interesting. Sonic X Shadow is a little edgier than normal Shadow, right? He's just a little bit mean. Like, if we want to talk about anti-hero Shadow, Sonic Battle Shadow and Sonic X Shadow are the only ones that can really hold that treatment because, you know, let me kill the robot, let me kill the girl, right? For the greater good. What? Wait, Chronicles? What did he do in Chronicles? He was just a prick. Anyway, he's gonna go to the bottom of coolest. Alright, Shadow in the Olympic Games, though? I didn't play these games. Wait, this is the Chronicles render? Oh! I don't... Faker, fine, he was a prig. Here, where's Sonic... Here, Sonic X Shadow. God, they really... Yeah, you're right. Joe, you don't... Good, I'm glad you're here, Joe. Both of you... Joe, Aaron followed me. Joe, you need to hit the follow button. Anyway, Olympic Game Shadow. He's a sportsman. He's the coolest. He's doing good. Lancelot. Lancelot can't be on this list. He's not Shadow the Hedgehog, but I like him. He's a good guy. Boom Shadow. Ultimate Frog. He's literally everything vapid and shallow about Shadow, but it's the point. Like, in the show, he can go to Faker because, like, that's the joke, but in the actual game, he's the ultimate fraud, so you go above him. I don't know what this one is for. I cannot remember. Is this, like, speed battle? Anyway, Team Sonic Racing Shadow, he's fine. Whatever. He's in coolest. Sonic in the Shadow onesie, he's in Chaos Control. He's just, look at him. He's so hard. He loves it. He loves being there. Let's see. Shadow from Death of Sonic the Hedgehog, also in the Chaos Control tier. You gotta go at the bottom one for me. He's also in Chaos Control tier because look at him. He's there. He's celebrating Amy's birthday. He got her a nice present. He's very thoughtful. He's a kind boy. In the cutscene, Colors DS and Rivals. Rivals, I barely remember what I've seen from Rivals. Aaron, where do I put him? Nothing, he's in Faker then. I feel nothing. Archie Shadow has some real high highs, but he has some real low lows. Like, when I think of 40 years, or like 20 years later, 25 years later arc, I hate that, but that's the editor's fault. I don't know where to put it. I don't know where to put this man. I'm gonna put him in Chaos Control, because his highs are good enough. I'm pretty sure this is IDW Shadow. Same thing, some real good highs, some real low lows. I like where he's at now, but like early Shadow is, like before people called Shadow Vegeta and they were like, haha, he's like Vegeta in Silver's like Trunks, and it was funny, and we were all happy then, and it was a good joke. Now people say Shadow's like Vegeta derogatory. So yeah. I'm gonna put him in coolest because he's gotta do more work. He's gotta put in more work. This is Sonic Prime Shadow. He's in, like, he's absolutely not the worst, but and it's like the reason that I don't like him is plot related. So this is more so, he'd be in coolest if he wasn't in Sonic Prime and Sonic wasn't an idiot. Let's see, next up is Lego's Dimension Shadow. Everybody's a funny little guy over there. He decided that the best way to honor Maria and to help the world is by learning flower arrangements, so he obviously has to go in Chaos Control. That's a movie Shadow, he's not a real boy, and the Super Shadow, he's not a real boy. And yeah, this is our list. This is the the ultimate life form tier list where, you know, the best Shadow the Hedgehog to the worst Shadow the Hedgehog. I think I did a pretty good job. The one at the end of Faker is Sonic Forces Shadow. Okay. Thanks for looking that up for me. You know, he could be in Coolest. He's not bad. He calls Infinite a slur. That was pretty funny. I'm not weak. Like, he's not bad in there. Like, it's fine. I feel nothing for him. But that's also, well, it's half and half, right? Because it's the literal Faker, but he also has his DLC. Put multiplayer in Faker, you're right. Alright, you know what? I'll put Lancelot in Faker as well. And literal cutscene Shadow, I don't know what to do with him. Alright, he's at the bottom of Fake because he's a color swap. Yeah. Alright. This is our list. Obviously the peak is SA2 Shadow. Nothing comes close except Sonic Battle Shadow. But, like, you know, you don't get Sonic Battle without SA2, so that's why, you know, he's on top. Chaos Control looks like a joke, but... Hold on, wait. It legitimately looks like a fucking joke. Wait, let me fix this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. There. Alright, there, I fixed it. Hold on, wait, let me practice this outro again. Alright, Ultimate Life Form Shadow's good. Chaos Control Shadow, you know, where Shadow's like, he's pretty good, he's himself. He's putting in work, it remembers who Shadow is at its core, even if there are a little pitfalls. I'm looking at you, Archie Shadow, but that's not your fault. It's not your fault, I blame your editors. Coolest is Shadow, you know, at his most normal. He's okay. He's not offensive, but he's not, you know, he's the coolest, but he's not the coolest, you know? Sonic Heroes Shadow. I'm gonna put 06 Shadow above here, you know. The 06 Shadow has a little bit more. Sonic Heroes Shadow, he's alright. Sonic Forces Shadow, while half of him's a Faker, DLC is fine. Sonic X Shadow, he's pretty good. I think that's IDW. I hope that's IDW, and I'm not making a mistake. He's alright. Olympic Shadow doing his part. Team Sonic Racing Shadow, oh, little funny. Faker is where he's like, he's pushing it. He's a little bland. He's like, you know, all stereotyped. He's a little flanderized, if you know what I mean. So, you know, Sonic Prime Shadow's here because of Sonic Prime. If it was a different show, he might be written differently. If Sonic wasn't stupid, it's not his fault. Hero side, Shadow the Hedgehog, that's what I'm interpreting this as. You know, he's okay in Shadow 05, but Shadow 05 overall has a lot of problems, so he's behind him. Chronicles Shadow is also kind of shallow. Lancelot is not Shadow, so he is a Faker. Player 2 Shadow is not Shadow, so he is a Faker. Ultimate-Fri, I hate him. He represents everything I hate about this character. Get him out of here. Boom Shadow, he's only at the top because in the actual TV show, it's a joke. But it stops being funny after a while. And Evil Shadow and Shadow the Hedgehog is horrible. Shadow Fever. The PNG of Shadow Fever.